Hi. Looks like our girl Ivy got a full-on rework, and a lot of the things that we've been doing are not going to work anymore, and a lot of things that we would never think to try are going to work now. First off, a lot more of our character's strength is locked behind the Tier 3 upgrades for our abilities. So if you max Chudzu, you get a root on anyone who stands in it for 2 seconds. If you max Tether, you get permanent uptime on it. If you max Stone Form, the ratio goes up to 2.8 for the spirit damage, and the stun lasts for 1.75 seconds, which is huge. This more than confirms a heavy melee without duration extender, and at point blank range, it even confirms against debuff reducer. And if you max the ult, you get a 3-second silence, same as before, but now you also get improved spirit scaling ratios on the ult's damage and barrier. They renamed some abilities. Chudzu is called something else now, and Tether is called Chudzu, but I'm not going to call Tether Chudzu. Our character has 10% less gravity now. Our ult now hits the entire radius instantly, and our ult doesn't knock up anymore, but it starts on a 65-second cooldown. They removed all of the wind-up from the ult, but they added a 3.5-second cooldown after you take damage, similar to Majestic Leap. Also, you can still buffer a dash frame 1, but it's a little harder now. The 20% bullet resist shred has been swapped out for a 20% damage amp on you and the target you picked up for 8 seconds after you drop them. I'll talk more about Melee Ivy later, but having damage amp in your kit means that Ivy can now complete the melee damage quinternity. Here's something fun you can try at home. IAC your ult by dashing frame 1, then drop out of it buffering a heavy melee, but cancel it with Colossus to bait out the parry and gain 30% melee damage, then hit somebody with a really big heavy melee. In this case, it was like 400 damage, wow. Lastly, our bullet damage growth per boon was cut in half. Our weapon DPS used to start at 62 and grow to 120. Now it starts at 60 and grows to 89. This means that weapon damage is really bad to build on her, right? Because your weapon damage is a small number, which means that if you buy 50% weapon damage, you are buying 50% of a small number. It's not good. Let's talk about what this means for gun builds. The gun Ivy build community is divided into two schools of thought: the Highdockerians and the Wanderites. The Highdockerians are purists. They like items like Lucky Shot and Glass Cannon. They believe that if you want the weapon to do damage, you should build the stat called Weapon Damage. They take guidance from their spiritual leader Highdocker, who was quoted earlier this week as saying, "They took away everything I love, there is no redemption for me." And we will keep Highdocker in our prayers tonight. The Wanderites seemed more optimistic because their build is about proccing on-hit effects, those being the effects from items like Siphon Bullets, Tesla Bullets, and Capacitor, using Ivy's exceptionally high fire rate. Obviously, taking a massive hit to your DPS is still a nerf, but Wander seemed confident that Ivy had been compensated with the change to her max tether, where you can get 100% uptime, and I'm tempted to agree with him. That does sound pretty freaking strong.
Mystically slowing them. Rooted.
The main point is that items like Hollow Point, Glass Cannon, and Lucky Shot that scale against your weapon damage, these items have been nerfed very hard, while items that scale independent of your weapon damage, like Siphon Bullets, Tesla Bullets, Toxic Bullets, Headhunter, and Stalker, items like these are going to look better on Ivy moving forward because they scale independent of our weapon damage and benefit from our high fire rate. You could also move towards one of these like gun spirit hybrid type builds. I have one of those, it's called Chudzu. They reduced the recharge time on Chudzu from 8 seconds to 5 seconds. That plus we have recharging rush now. I think Chudzu is now just like a perfectly good enabler of Mercurial Magnum. Plus, as it stands right now, you're going to get a lot of kills off of people who don't realize that Chudzu does something. I think there's a place for a gun spirit hybrid type of build for Ivy, so I'll update Chudzu, and you guys let me know what you think. I think the big winners this patch were the support players. Backstabber, which was a staple in Division or Piggy style support builds, is now a way more consistent way for Ivy to apply debuffs to people. You no longer need for them to be facing away from you. It's just a matter of how close you are. So if you can get close and shoot somebody or light melee them, you're going to start dealing spirit damage to them so you can proc Heal Bane, Bullet Resist Shredder, Mystic Slow, Suppressor, all that stuff. I watched a bit of Piggy yesterday, and he seemed partial to maxing the ult first in his support build.
I think it's max ult first. I'm not even trolling. Max ult will give you like so much more team fights. So much more team fights. Almost instantly as well.
And that makes sense because the ult is more consistent to hit than it's ever been, and it's on a 65-second cooldown now. So that 3-second silence, you're going to get a lot of value out of it. Watching him, it basically just looked like support Ivy, but with just the crazy tempo of ulting once every minute and joining a team fight with a 3-second silence. And Backstabber didn't feel like a carnival game. For melee Ivy, the changes have been a mixed bag. I think putting Stoneform down on a 15-second cooldown and nerfing the heal a little bit has brought Echo Shard stocks down a little bit. But Colossus is a melee item now, so it solves multiple of Ivy's problems. I think Fleetfoot is now basically impossible to justify on this character, so our main early game HMC item is going to be Resto Locket. Stoneforming is weaker in general. The heal used to be 17% at max level, now it's only 13%, but you get that a lot earlier. We don't have our ult combo, but we do have damage amp. Our character is disincentivized from building weapon damage more than ever before. So it won't be like before where building weapon damage also means that we get a decent gun. But on the other hand, we don't have to build duration extender, and even against people with debuff reducer, we have options now. Like if there's no travel time, you can still punch them. So yeah, mixed bag. And I can't tell you how it'll shake out. All I can tell you is that I'm going to update the build as I try it out, and let me know what kind of results you guys get. And I just want to leave you guys with this thought. Improving at the thing that you want to be good at is its own reward. If your playstyle got nerfed in this patch, your character isn't in a good spot, whatever, focus on your fundamentals, get better at the thing you want to be good at. Deadlock is not easy. Like, if we're being serious, there is no easy way to play Deadlock. It doesn't actually matter what rank you hit. What matters is that you are challenging yourself. I'm going to be done making this video now because I really want to play the game. Sorry if this video felt rushed. Good luck. Have fun. Bye-bye. I've never done that. I've never seen that happen.
What did you do?
I punched her off the zip.